7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy. Wait for it. Thick and slick.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Moto Aftermath Show Fantasy Edition. We are here getting ready for Indianapolis round 1. We got 3 rounds here in Indy. We just wrapped up a 3-round stint in Houston. We are going to talk about our results from Houston 3. We are going to talk about riders we are thinking that are on our team as of Thursday right now for Indianapolis 1. So before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsors for the show. First up, TLR Coatings. As you all know, they've been with us since the beginning. Custom powder coating, custom Cerakoting, vapor blasting. They can do it all. So if you're building a custom car, bike, anything, they do shipping on all their parts, so that's not a problem. Look them up, tlrcoatings.com. Get your stuff powder coated, Cerakoted, vapor blasted by them. Also, thanks to Premier Custom Trailers for being with us. They are Michigan's #1 custom trailer and trailer accessory location. They're located in Schoolcraft, Michigan. I do have a read for them, but I don't have the read in front of me because this is amateur hour here. But anyway,
Yep, always.
Check them out. PremierCustomTrailers.com. And then Cole, are we throwing the new sponsor in there too right now?
Yeah, so got a local dealer, Battle Creek, Michigan. They are a Husqvarna, Gas,
Because
Beta,
gas is fun.
Suzuki, Gravely mower, pretty much anything. And they are JT Cycle, power sports and power equipment.
Yep.
They're helping us out a little bit with some things. So shout out to those guys, good guys down there. So if you're from Michigan, you're looking to get some parts, hit up David, Tyler, and Rob down there. They'll take good care of you.
Do we have a prize for this one, or have we not figured that out? I'm calling an audible here at Dealer's Choice. I kind of mentioned this.
Yeah, call an audible. What kind of prizes we going for this week?
I don't know, man. What are we thinking? We gave away goggles already.
Let's do one for Tuesday. Let's do Tuesday prize.
All right, we'll do a Tuesday. We'll do a 2 for Tuesday. We'll give away 2 prizes on Tuesday.
Top 2
on Tuesday.
Top 2. You pick them.
Yeah.
We'll get them.
All right, we'll talk about that after we quit recording. So on the line with us here,
follow the Instagram page, and if you're curious about what the prize is going to be, go over there and check it out. We'll have a post on our 2 for Tuesday.
Yep, like I said, we're not giving away prizes as of right now at every single round, but we are giving away prizes at some rounds, and then as we said, the end of the year prizes. For anybody who doesn't know here, we'll just take care of the rest of the paperwork portion of the show here at the beginning. For anybody who doesn't know, we do play Fantasy Supercross on PulpMXFantasy.com, so make sure to go there, sign up, get your login, aka username, aka team name. Once you get that, go follow us on Instagram. Make sure to DM us your team name, and then that way you can be in for prizes. There's weekly prizes, there's year-end prizes, so if you've been playing but you haven't joined the league, you can still join the league. You can still win year-end prizes. No problem. No problem at all. We welcome all. Even if you suck at it, just come on in. It's fun. It definitely helps out with the races. And like I said, we're going to be at Indianapolis. Actually, myself, and my girlfriend, and my kid will be down at Indy for all 3 rounds. So if you are walking around the concourse down there, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go.
Jeez, what are you going to do for the 4 days of nothing?
Well, we got to do a show one of the days. So we've got, some people hopefully coming in for that. I'm hopefully going to somehow get connected with a couple other people to interview for the show and just random interviews. Doing some go-karting and some axe throwing with Morans and hopefully a couple other people.
What night is that going to be? Is that going to be Sunday?
I don't know yet.
I'm jealous because I want to come down and do that, but it's just not in the cards for the first weekend.
Yeah. And then
after my win against Marv in the carts, I got to put down some other pro riders.
Oh yeah. Well, and then Yeah, so we've got that to do. There is another family fun center that's more geared towards younger kids, but it's a buffet, so I'm not sure if it's open. I got to check that out. So we might hit that up one day. But in a
Gotcha.
past life, when I did this stuff, I knew all the places down there. So, anyway, so we're gonna do some of that. Yeah, there's a few other things we're gonna do, but I mean, realistically, it's not a whole lot of time, man. You figure Saturday we're driving down there. By the time we get there, have lunch, it'll be time to go to the stadium. So we'll have all day Sunday, all day Monday, which we got to do the show within that time. Not only do we have to do the main show, we got to do a fantasy show too. Then, so I got to do that, edit all that while we're down there and get it uploaded, hopefully. And
Okay,
then,
yeah. So you'll be busy.
I was gonna say, and then Tuesday is the race, so we've got like Tuesday morning to kind of do stuff since we can't get in the stadium till 3. So dick around a little bit, make the kid probably take a nap because let's face it, it's gonna be late for her. And then the race, and then Wednesday morning up and back to Michigan for a couple days until we go back down Saturday for round 3. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the plan there. I heard Tom Cooper might be coming down too, but I don't know for sure. He said something about it the other day, so we'll see. See what happens here. So, anyway, getting into the fantasy talk here. Let's get rolling on. Well, bro, I mean, sometimes you just gotta pad the show a little bit. So. So just so everyone knows, I'm basically a fantasy god, and you should worship me. It's awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, bro. I'm just saying, we're over here killing it.
Hey, let it ride. Just let it ride.
Plan is working solid so far for this year. We will see how it goes. But basically, for Houston 3 here, I scored a solid 276 points. 250 class, I had Moran, scored me 52. Congratulations again to him for that first top 10, 9th overall on the night. I had Logan Carno, got me 42, so that was awesome. Josh Osby got me a solid 34 points. And my all-star was the winner of the race, Colt Nichols, which was absolutely solid. Then in 450s, I had AC, got me a solid 38 points. Brayton kind of let me down with his finish. He only got me 18. Definitely thought he was better than that. I believe, if I'm correct, he was like a 6 or 7
You had those 52s,
handicap.
though.
Huh?
You had those 52s.
Yeah. Well, and then I had Chiz, because Chiz is going to Chiz with 28. And then finally I picked Aaron Plessinger, which was kind of a gamble for me in my mind because Plessinger's one of those that he could get 19th, he could get 9th. Solid finish, got me 38 points for a total of 276. Overall rank of 269 for the round. And overall for the year, I am in 30th place. So we're letting it ride. I'm crushing right now in our league, though. I don't know how many points am I ahead of you right now? Like 1,000?
So what was the goal to stay above 240 every round?
My goal is to score 230 to 260 points every single round, and then I should be in good shape. I'm kind of at this point, the goal is be in the top 100 at the end of the year. Now, I'm probably saying this.
Yeah, you want that number plate.
The number plate would be cool. Our buddy Matt, who we had on the show at the end of last year after the outdoor season was done, he has got one that's number 70. So I'm looking for one of those next to my username here for this year, and I'm crushing you guys, man. Where are you at here? Let me scroll down the bottom. Oh, look, there you are, 40th place.
Yeah. You want to know why I'm down there? Let's get into my picks.
Yeah,
here.
let's talk about you. We talked about me a lot. Let's talk about you.
Whatever, you're 230, 240 or whatever. I'm looking good. I started out at 232, and then second round 122. That is going to be the real killer for me, dude. Real killer there, 14,000th place. So if you want to know how that week went, go back and listen to last week's show. So yeah, Houston 3, let's get into that. I had a very solid lineup, I thought, except for one guy. And with the 250 class as depleted as it is right now, or as much value as there is in the 250 class, I guess I should say, there's a lot of 52s possible, and I shit the bed there. So I went with Thomas Doe, however you want to say it, 38 points, solid. Christian Craig, once I heard Hampshire and Fortner were out, I was like, there's no way this guy isn't podiuming. So 26, And then I went Max Voland. Again, with those guys out, Faulkner and Hampshire, Voland has been in the top 10 every weekend. That moves him up 2 spots. Handicap 0, 34 points. So I think that's solid as well. And then you're not going to be able to use him again because he's going to be an all-star, I think, for the rest of the year.
Yep.
And then you got Grant Harlan, and that's where things went sideways for me. He
Yes,
was
they
doing
did.
well, in 12 points. So, wah, wah, wah. 450 class. Justin Barsha, 26. Figured just the way he's riding this year, there's no way he's outside the top 5, and I think he had a 4 to work with. So, AC at a -1. I figured you might as well use him now because he's got the speed to be in the top 5 as well. 38 points. AP, again, I liked what I saw in the heat race. He was like a handicap 2. I think I don't remember what he was. But either way, 38 points. And then this is where things went sideways. I went with the controversy of the week. I went with Dino Wide Bike Wilson and got 28 points there. So not terrible. It really would have sucked if they would have kept the scoring all fucked up. But I guess there wasn't no docking. It was just something with a transponder on top of it. So 28 points, not great, not terrible, but we'll take it. So we'll roll that into next week and keep this upward trend.
I mean, yeah, it's not horrible, man. And it's early. It's really early. Like, don't get me wrong. For all the cocky shit I'm talking right now, I am still thinking at some point here the wheels are going to come off the bus. And
Well, yeah, the crazy thing is we have a week and 3 rounds. So
yeah, that's the wild thing all the time here is the 3 rounds in a week. It is it's as much as I love it for the amount of racing we're getting, it is very taxing on having to do all this. The fact that we've added another show this year on top of the regular show, on top of the segments I'm trying to cut in between rounds too. It's it's a lot here at this point. So, but whatever. We've been dealt our cards. Luckily, we've got this one, and I think we've got 2 more. Do we have Atlanta and Dallas? Is Dallas a 3-rounder too? I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
I think those are it, and I think the rest of them are just 2 rounds, like a Saturday and a Saturday. So we got 2 more, but I think we actually after we get done here in Indy, then the Orlando rounds are separate. They're a week apart. Daytona's after that. That's a separate week. So we've got at least a few in a row here where it's separate, and then I think we go to Atlanta where it's 3 quick, and then I don't know beyond that. I'm out. I don't know beyond that. So anyway,
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into our picks for this week. Have you already picked a team? Because I've picked a team and then made changes to the picks on my team already. So
Yeah. Yep. I got a team sitting just in case shit goes sideways, and yeah, there's quite a few solid picks here in the 250 class. So
yep. So let's start here with 250s because basically the 250 class is where you're going to score your points at this point this year. So my picks so far for this for Indy 1 here in the 250 class, I have TJ Albright. He's an 11 handicap. He's made all 3 mains, so he's basically got to beat one dude. The thing we're running into here that's nice is that we have there's only 6 factory dudes in the class anymore. So it's like, okay, you've got those 6. They're probably almost guaranteed to be all-stars every single week. So once you get beyond that, then it kind of allows you to pick some of these other guys here. So I don't see a problem with him making it unless he has something catastrophic happen on Saturday. So I'll be keeping an eye on him. I then picked Jeremy Hand at a 7. I think there's still a lot of value there. Again, another guy that's almost guaranteed in the main here as far as privateers go. Now, as far as the all-stars went here, so number 1, I can't pick Colt Nichols because he was my all-star last week. But I'm nervous about Craig because I feel like Craig's going to have a meltdown at some point here. So he makes me nervous. And then, obviously, as much as I love Jet, he is some sort of a wild card. So for my all-star, I actually picked Joe Shimoda at a 3 because
he's been very solid.
I was going to say, I feel like he is the most solid, consistent one out of all of them. He's got a 3 handicap. Worst I look at him getting is about a 6th place. So I guess if he gets that with the 3 handicap, we're still getting 3rd place points. I'll take that. And then to round out my 250 team, I have Thomas Doe at a 4. Again, I'll keep an eye on him, see how he is doing. But so far, he's been in all the mains. He's riding solid. So we'll go with him. Now, you want to talk about your team? I'll scroll here and see if there's anyone else that kind of tripping my trigger for anything. But
Yes, sir. So who you got going on? Who else you got? You got Carnell on there?
No, I can't pick Carno. He was on my team last week. Grant Harlan, he's a pretty solid pick, I think, at an 8. I think there's some value there. Moran's at a 6, I think still has value because you're looking at a dude that's probably, I would say, at a minimum, unless something crazy happens like what happened at Houston 2, he's probably a 12th place or better guy. He should realistically be in the top 10 the rest of the year. So 6th place or better, 6 handicap, 12th place or better, basically in my mind, finisher. So that's some pretty solid points. Michael Mosman for an all-star pick too. He's a 4 handicap. He's another dude. I see him in the top 6, 7. But again, I also could see something crazy happen with him. Another dude that I had on my team at one point, then I kind of took him off, Luke Neese, 10 handicap. Solid dude, but I don't think he's qualified for all the races yet is the thing, because I was kind of looking some of this up. Hunter Sales is another one at a 9 handicap. I think there's value there. He just kind of makes me.
That's a good one.
At this point, though, it's like I'm in a position at this point now where I'm not swinging for the fences. I'm trying to make sure I get 8 dudes in every single week and just get points, basically.
Right.
Because I've had it such a decent start here. So for him, it kind of makes me nervous because like he didn't qualify last week, and he's really one of the people that should. Lane Shaw is another one I had on my team, and then I took him off because he's only made the Houston 3 main. Now, he's got a big handicap, which is what makes him extra spicy to me. But
yeah, and Lane Shaw is good. He got 16th last week, and they still gave him a 13 handicap, which is pretty interesting. So I'm going to keep an eye on Lane Shaw. Another guy I've seen on here that I haven't seen in recent entry list is Vincent Luhovy. I just know of him from Baja Brawl, some of the amateur stuff around here. Very quick kid as far as outdoor stuff goes. I'm not sure about his Supercross skills at all, but I'm going to take a look at him. He's a 16. Looks like it's his first Supercross. So, like I said, I don't know a ton about him, but it definitely seems like he has a lot of natural talent on the bike just from watching him. So that could be a real sleeper money ball kind of pick. Another guy, I'm not sure what his status is, if he got hurt last week or what happened, but Max Miller is a 14. He has shown some speed and been in the mains. I think at least one main, right? Max Miller.
Yeah. I think he's been in one. I think.
Yep. Wilson Fleming, another one at an 11, but a 15. It's just so up and down because you know some of these privateer guys are just going to shit the bed and wad it up. So that's why my team currently, I have TJ Albright just because he has seemed to go to the finish and avoid chaos every time he's in the main. Same thing for Carnell. He might not be the fastest guy, but I think he can avoid chaos and get to the end. So 4 or 5 guys go out, he's got to beat 3 guys and you're sitting pretty. And our guy Kev, he's got to be hovering right around the top 10. I don't know. I hate to say it, but he kind of scares me a little bit, just kind of how the first 2 rounds went. I don't know if he was a little overexcited or really what the real story was. But I think last week gave him a lot of confidence. So I have Kev on my team right now. I know you can't pick him. So hopefully I can gain some points there. And then I have Jet as my all-star. I just think even if he goes down on the first lap or third lap or whatever, he can get back to third. So that's my 250 team. I do have a first to the finish line right now, so I am feeling a little ballsy.
Ooh, who's that?
Chances are I will take him off. But Christian Craig, his starts have just been on point. He's on that bike, so
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. So, the only other 250 guy as I was scrolling here that kind of is like, oh man, maybe Josh Farizzi. He's a 6 handicap, finished 11th at the last round. So I think he's one I keep an eye on. But again, another one that just makes me nervous here. Like I said before we got on here, I was doing a little bit of research. I was literally going through and
results.
Yeah, checking out results for the first 3 rounds just to kind of see. That was why, like, who was it? Not Sales. Shit. Oh, Lane
Well,
Shaw.
Veriz has been Veriz, or however you want to pronounce it, but he's been a lot better than I expected. This is his rookie year in Supercross.
Yep.
So, I mean, hats off to him. I'm hopping on the vault right now, actually. Let's see what we got here.
His rookie year of Supercross. That sounds about right. So.
Yep. So, yeah, definitely keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like I said, the 250 class is definitely where you can make or break points at this point, because the scores for the 450s are so low, just because there's so many good guys, and the handicaps are so low on those. So, why don't you give us your breakdown of your 450 team here? I gotta do something real quick, so you talk for 2 seconds.
Oh, you want me to swing it out first? Before I go to, I really wish Osby didn't get into an all-star selfishly, just because he's going to be. I think he's going to be really good in Indy. He's been riding that club track that's super ruddy, and Indy is the hometown for him. He lives an hour from Indy probably.
Yep.
So he's going to have a lot of people there supporting him, and I think it's going to be good vibes. Another guy both of us kind of overlooked at a -1 is Mitchell Oldenburg.
Nope. I'm off on that. He is
You're
way too sketchy for me.
Way out.
Oh,
okay.
Man, dude, he is a la James Stewart. Like, go to the front or hit the deck. Take your pick.
All right.
So no, I'm out on that. So
Fair enough. So let me jump into 450s for you.
yeah, I gotta do something real quick. So just talk.
Okay. Yeah. So right now I have my team preset. Starting with all stars, I have Ken Roxon at a 2. I just think he's come out really pissed off after last week. So I think it'll be safe that he's on the podium. I mean, he's been hovering right around that area all year.
Who is it?
Kenny.
Okay. Cool.
You could probably look at Coop at a 2 as well. You got to think he's going to be back in the mix. The rest of these guys, Malcolm Stewart has been consistently 6th, 7th. I like him at a 6. Other than that, I'm not going to really look at the rest of these all-star guys. Ferrandis has been really up and down. Brayton's been really up and down.
Just a side note, I don't know if you heard, Sexton's not racing the first 2.
Sexton is out. So for those of you who are looking at Sexton at that 2, that is spicy, but he is out. Audi 5000. My second guy I have on my team at the moment is Marv at a -1. Just his talent level, there's just no way he should be outside of the top 10. And not being an all-star, -1 gives you a little bit of room to work with. So right now, Marv is on my team. My other guy that is on my team, we'll call it the Baker brothers. I have Zach Osborne at a 0. I got to think he's going to be getting up in the mix too, and he's a top 10 guy all day. So there's double points there. But Osborne does scare me just because of his inconsistency as well. So I'm going to be watching him. Chances are I'll probably switch him out. Another guy I have is Brandon Hartraft at 12. So I'm not sure.
That's ballsy. That's really ballsy.
It is ballsy. Chances are I'll probably switch him out as well. I'm gonna look at guys like Benny. I'm gonna look at Vince Freezy. Um, I don't think I can look at Chisholm. Maybe Justin Bogle at a 10. I can look at those. So chances are, actually, you know what? Hartranft is out off the team. He's axed. So, yep. As I look through the list here, I like Joey Savacci at a 5. I like Vince Freezy at an 8. I really like that. And Carlin Gardner at a 14. If you can put it in the main again. If you really want to get ballsy, Carlin Gardner's a guy. If you really want to get ballsy, you pick Alex Ray at a 13. So there are definitely some send it picks, I think. But I'm gonna look more toward those solid guys that are consistently in the same spot every week, like Joey Savacci, Jason Anderson at a 0. That's kind of attractive as well, just for your safe picks. So for me, I am looking to go the safe route. I'm trying to build myself back up before I send it. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to switch Hartranft out for Joey Savacci right now. So I think Savacci's going to have a week on that bike. I'm going to get some testing in, and he's going to show up being a little better. So other than that, man, it's so hard because all these handicaps are so close. And as we've seen in the 450 class, we could call the 450 class Cedar Point. It's just a roller coaster.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so for my 450 team right now, as of Thursday, my all-star, I have Justin Barsha at a 3. Barsha's just been solid. I mean, he did have that one race where he broke his shifter off, but outside of that, man, he's good. So with the 3, that gives us a cushion, so I feel like that's about the best I can do as far as all-star goes. I have Zach Osborne on the team. I know you said you were a little nervous about him, but, I mean, he's the fastest,
I know, like,
he's the
you
fastest
could sniff
10th
him,
place
if
guy.
you could sniff him like one of our political leaders, you would.
Look, man, he's the fastest 10th place guy. He's the fastest what was it? Was it 10-10-9 guy that we've had in the 450 class this year. So, I mean, I think that 0 handicap, he would have to have something like desperately fall, like literally the bike would probably have to fall apart for him to be outside the top 10. So it's a pretty good chance you're getting double points with that. I mean, it's a little risky because it could be some low double points if he does get like 9th or 10th, but if he puts it together, which I think it's only a matter of time here before his luck turns around and he gets, say, a top 5 or even on the box or whatever, I mean, you're looking really, really good with that handicap, or with him being not an all-star.
Yep.
Absolutely. Then I have his teammate, Jason Anderson. Now, I'm a little nervous on that, but I still think he's a top 10 dude. So, and like you said, there's a lot of these guys, they've had a week off now to kind of do some testing with the bike and stuff. So I think we'll be okay with that, but I'm going to keep an eye on him because I've definitely heard some people say that he's looking a little thick here. He may still be on the All-In program, but he ain't at the bakery no more. So, and he may be at the bakery instead of at the bakery, if you know what I'm saying. So
the munchies will do that.
That wasn't even the kind of bakery I was talking about, but we could go through ways on this word. And then my final pick, which he's probably coming off my team at some point, but I just wanted to have someone with some sort of handicap. I have Mr. Cheese Pizza, Brock Tickle at a 7.
Ooh.
Like I said, that's probably coming off. There's a high chance I'm going to swap him out for Marv. But I'll keep an eye on it for practice on Saturday here because, I think at some point Tickle's going to, get an okay start, have the track somewhat figured out, and be in that top 15 pretty easily, if not even pushing up towards the top 10. And like I said, with that 7 handicap, makes it very spicy.
Run it.
So, like I said, there's a good chance he could come out. If I watch him practice and I don't like what I see, he's not qualifying real well, there's a good chance I swap him out for Marv because we all know Marv's good on these ruddy kind of technical tracks. But the thing is I think a lot of people are going to pick Marv this week. So this is where once again you kind of try to play the game and go,
Yeah,
okay,
but
cool.
I think you gotta use him now because chances are he does well and he's an all-star next week.
Yeah, there's definitely a good chance on that he's an all-star next week. So, but for right now, like I said, that's my team: Barsha, Osborne, Anderson, Tickles. So, I'm not playing any first to the finish line leaders. I only do that. I only do that when we have triple crowns, which we don't have this year. So I'm out on those. And like I said, this is all subject to change because I could see somebody do something and it could be awesome. Like I think Benny Blows is spicy with a 9.
He is. So I have industry expert picks or whatever, and Steve and Dan Truman are on Benny.
Oh, did you? Hey, you got to email
So
Steve, contact at pulpmxwhatever.com, and you'll get your $5 back for picking the industry things because he's doing so shitty. He's refunding the first 40 people. So you probably already missed it, but you should try to email him anyway.
okay, what do you got to do?
You got to email him at the contact form, contact at pulpmxshow.com or something like that. And be like, bro, I want my $5 back. Because
I'll just say, give me my $5.
Yeah,
All right.
he just said that on the fantasy show. He was like, "Yep,
Oh,
I'm
good call.
refunding the first 40 people because I am terrible." Because he's pulling some. Is it Dan? Yeah, Dan Truman that is usually terrible at this. Because he tries to get a little too fancy. Like, I think he scored like 140 or 160 points. On Houston 3. So yeah, so he's doing well. Doing well. Everything's going great for him.
Well, I wish I could say the same.
Man, you want to know who's spicy to me, and it's like I'm going to miss him the first time he does it, and it's going to fucking suck. And you're going to laugh at me about this. And this will be the last thing I say before we wrap this up here.
Oh, boy.
The cat. I think the cat's coming to get into Maine at some point here.
No way, no chance in hell. He's too focused on YouTube.
Bro, we get another dude or two out. I think the cat could sneak one in here, man. And I mean, because he's racing into shape. So don't get me wrong. We got to get at least through Indy here.
Well,
before.
hey, I'll tell you something for free.
Oh God, here we go.
I ain't ever picking him.
Well, like I said, he's one of those guys that I think he's gonna sneak one in, and that weekend he does, everybody's gonna be like, "Fuck, I should have picked him."
Hey, well, you know what? And the people that did pick him, good for them.
Yep. Another guy that's gonna sneak one in here one of these times. Cade Clayson.
He was close last week until he got taken out.
I know. And
but still,
I mean,
if you pick him, more power to you.
Those are a couple of
Let it
big swing for the fence. Maybe if I have a couple of weeks or a couple of races in a row where it goes completely south, and I'm watching those guys and they seem okay, I may swing for one of them at some point here. But like I said, for right now,
is it too late to pay to make another account?
What do you mean for like industry
to
idiots?
Get into the prize leagues?
I don't know. I don't know if you can get into the championship.
We should band our money together and just make a send it account.
I know industry idiots you can't get in. That one's closed, but I don't know if the championship.
I'm just talking like in general, like the $35.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think I looked at the thing. I think it says you can still enter, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So
just make a ballsy send it account every week.
I looked at it and I was if I was in that league, I'd be like 20th in that league. So I'd be right up there towards the top at this point. So anyway, all right. Anything else before I wrap this up and we call it a day here?
Not really, man. Just that. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, well, me too, but I still got more work to do. So, all right, man. Well, in that case, then, this has been another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show Fantasy Podcast. Again, we play on Pulp MX Fantasy. Make sure to sign up, join our league, DM us on Instagram your username, so that way we've got that info and you can win prizes. Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Share it. Like, comment, subscribe down below.
Sharing is caring.
And showing is growing. So.
No, growing is showing.
Whatever, dude.
Squid.
Whatever, dude.
Fucking squid.
All right, man. Hey, don't hang up. I got to talk to you about some other stuff here. Or we probably should talk about a couple other things here. So, anyway, yeah, thanks, everyone, for joining us. We will be back probably Tuesday morning with the next Pulp MX the next Moto Aftermath Show Fantasy show for Indy 2. And don't forget, we will have, it's 2 for Tuesday. We'll have double prizes that day, so we will come up with a couple things here. And check out our sponsors, again, tlrcoatings.com and premiercustomtrailers.com. And we will see everyone on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
JT Cycle.